we've been so busy up here that I imagine they'll be here for a while they're able to be interviewed by Maryland State Police, who I'm sure is going to be handling the accident at the location.
Sure, and I hate to put you on the spot. I was just curious because it sounds like they're all headed to D.C., but whatever the function is, interesting. Of all the people to end up seeing an accident occur, it's law enforcement, and people know how to help out.
Yes, it looks like they're going to try and open up maybe 1 or 2 lanes of northbound I-95 here momentarily to let some of this traffic coming northbound start working its way up. But it looks like they'll shut down the fast lane of traffic here so that they're able to alleviate some of the traffic. We're monitoring that right now. I'm looking at state highways in the process of, yep, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're allowing traffic to start moving. In fact, they're allowing all 3 lanes to start moving northbound here. So northbound traffic has been opened up as we speak. Southbound is still shut down, and it looks like another piece of emergency equipment's responding. It looks like it might be a command post of some sort. It's too far away for me to tell right off the bat, but
well, we did hear from State Police. They say they were sending a press officer there, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's you're probably exactly right about what you see.
Yeah, it looks like some type of command post vehicle because it came northbound I-95 in the southbound lane of traffic. So I'm still trying to get more intel on this.
All right.
And actually, you're able to get more than I can right now up here with how busy it's getting. In fact, we got several other news media helicopters trying to respond to the location.
Okay, you navigate, we'll watch. We'll fill in some of the holes here. Again, what we've learned right now, this is a bus on its side, and the big question is how to get there and how many people are involved and on board. What we do know, it made its way down that embankment, and you can see sort of that guardrail twisted, the bus mangled, and then another interesting part, a tree is down. So the question is just how far up did that bus go before it got to that point? An interesting fact, Good Samaritans who stopped, they were on their own bus, 3 tour buses, and we've heard from David Thomas Travels, they're saying that those were law enforcement officers not involved in the accident at all, saw what happened, they're on their way to D.C., and they're able to hop out and help. That's what those blue uniforms were. But this is the tree that we're talking about that we assume came down in this crash. The question is just how, because it's so far away from the roadway. But we did see a bus pretty well mangled, a guardrail pretty well mangled, and traffic that follows can only hold in place. Within this time, 2 helicopters have since landed, one from Maryland, one from Delaware, each taking a patient, one to a Delaware hospital. We can only assume that one to Maryland, but we don't know. Also, we saw someone else going into an ambulance. We don't know exactly how many people on board. We did get a report from our traffic reporter upstairs in radio, Jim Russ. We'd have to clear with him, but it sounds like in the dozen range or so on that bus, but still hasn't been confirmed. State Police here in Maryland saying they've sent their own troopers there. They've sent fire and EMS along with them as well. And as you can see on that picture on your right, that's traffic that's finally moving. It hasn't moved in a long time. Those folks have been waiting in those vehicles for a while, and they're going to move by at a crawl, and they'll go right by that accident as they go under 155, I believe is the number, and go right past the scene. What was interesting, before this all happened, that traffic was being routed, if they could, up to a ramp, across the bridge, and then back down the other direction. So those folks have probably had to find an alternate route, and Sarah's been telling us a little bit about that. But now if you're headed northbound, you will move, but as you can tell, it's at a slow snail's pace. So if you're able to hop on the cell phone and you know someone is going to be headed northbound 95 through Havre de Grace, just let them know what they're in store for. They're going to move, but they're going to move slowly. On the left, an interesting picture. That's just how big the response is. That camera's been moving for a bit now, and we're a bit north of where the actual accident happened. But you can see a number of emergency vehicles, state police there, fire response, and also it looks like one of those command cars as well. And we know that a command center is also there. But if you start to count the vehicles one by one as you go down, this was a huge response. There is a record there. We know that one car may have been involved. We're coming up on it right about now. There's a blue car there that must have been involved somehow, we believe. And so perhaps that's what the other record is. And if we head, Bridget, just a little bit further to the left, you'll end up seeing the actual bus that was involved. On its side, a little smaller than a tour bus. I equate it to what you may see some sports teams or even bands travel on. A little fancier than a school bus, but not as big as a tour bus. As we saw a little bit. So, Sarah, here's what we have now. Northbound moving a little bit. Southbound, I mean, that's what you got. You're not going to move much.
Yeah, and we're watching that northbound side on the right side of your screen. It is moving, but at a very slow pace. These delays are going to take a long time to dissipate. We want to give you an idea, again, if you're just joining us, where this is. We're taking a live picture showing southbound traffic still stopped at the scene of this overturned bus crash. You can see southbound lanes are blocked. This is at the Havre de Grace exit. So for those of you making your way out of Cecil County or points north, once you get off the Tidings Memorial Bridge, you are going to encounter this closure, and it might come up on you quickly. Northbound, they just moments ago reopened those lanes. You can see there's still some activity on the left shoulder northbound, but at least traffic is getting by. Those delays going back toward the Aberdeen exit. If you normally take 95 northbound, get off at Aberdeen, take that over to Pulaski Highway, or skip that alternate and take Route 1. There are good alternates to get around this. That delay is going to be there for a while. Southbound 95, no word yet on how long that's going to be closed. We're just switching over to show you how traffic is starting to ease on 95 as you make your approach to the accident scene in the northbound direction from Aberdeen. But you're looking at speeds on average near the accident scene of 8 miles per hour. Route 1, Route 40, both can be used as your alternates.
All right, Sarah.